Alright, happy Easter Sunday. Today is March 31st, 2024, and it's been about 2 months since I uploaded my video declaring that I want to get shredded. So now we're going to check on my progress. We're going to start by weighing myself, which I haven't done in quite a while. Then we're going to check my physique. 2 months of not weighing myself is really making me curious as to whether my journey is working. So we're going to do a quick checkup, see where we're at. $199.6. I'm under 200 pounds. At the beginning of this journey, I was 216, so I've already lost about 13 pounds just from eating right and lifting weights. So let's check on my physique, the one that really matters in this journey. I think we're getting there. When I flex, I can see a lot more development in my abs. So I've got these love handles. So over time, I think they'll go away. I'm gonna keep dieting and lifting until all this subcutaneous fat is down to about single digit. Ideally is where I want to be. Welcome back to another video, everyone. It's been a few months since I uploaded my video talking about my new goal to get shredded. And so I wanted to make this video to give you an update on my progress, tell you how I did it, and give you tips if you are looking to do the same thing. When I started out on this journey, I was 216 pounds. But now I am under 200 pounds once again. Now, I know weight loss isn't necessarily my goal here. My goal is to build muscle and burn body fat. But seeing that I am losing weight, even though I have not been weighing myself every day like I used to, shows me that I am making progress in my journey. Over these last 4 months, I've been eating 2,000 calories a day, which is a deficit, but not too great of a deficit. I've also been doing a lot less running and a lot more lifting. I've also been prioritizing the macronutrients in my diet, making sure that I'm getting enough protein as well as enough fat and carbs as well. Now, this is all just basic health and fitness advice, but I want to go into more detail about what exactly I've been doing these past few months. Number 1, nutrition. Fitness is recommended, nutrition is required. If you go to the gym and exercise a lot, that's great, but if you immediately go home and indulge in like 5,000 calories of high-fat food or junk food, you're not going to see those results because you're putting yourself in a calorie surplus. My diet is really the biggest priority in me losing body fat. I was able to calculate exactly how many calories I have to eat in order to be in a calorie deficit. I estimate that to be at about 2,000, but that's not necessarily going to be a deficit for everyone. If you're someone the size of Andre the Giant, your calorie deficit could be 3,000 or 4,000 calories. But if you're the shortest woman in the world, your calorie deficit might be 500 or something like that. I am curious though, how much does that woman eat? For someone my size, I'm about 5'10" and about 200 pounds, I need to get about 200 grams of protein per day. And I get that number because I'm trying to get 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. For someone who is trying to build muscle in a caloric deficit, ideally 1 gram of protein is that sweet spot where you want to be. So I've been prioritizing getting that much protein every day while trying to keep my calories at about 2,000. Some foods that I've been eating to do that are egg whites, chicken, some lean meat, protein shakes. Protein shakes are actually really easy for me to make. I get my protein powder ordered every couple of months. I take 2 scoops, fill the blender bottle up with almond milk, shake it up, and I'm good to go. Each protein shake has about 315 calories and about 40 grams of protein. I also prioritize getting enough fat in my diet. I try to hit for about 43 grams. Again, this number is going to be different for each person, because there are some essential fats that are important for your nutrition. Some healthy fat options I go with are whole eggs, salmon, tilapia. Almond milk is a healthy source of fat, and then the rest of my macros, whatever's left over, is just carbs to make sure that I have the energy to get through my day. And for carbs, I usually go with some whole wheat wraps to make some egg wraps, or if I want to make some tacos, I'll get some whole wheat taco shells. I have some oats to make some high protein oatmeal, and I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. With all my meals, I try to get some green beans, some carrots, corn, mixed vegetables, all the vegetables that I like, because if you don't like what you're eating, your diet's not going to be sustainable. I use the MyFitnessPal app to track exactly how many calories I am consuming throughout my day, which I think is a really neat app. It allows you to log your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and your snacks. The app allows me to pick a food item from their log and add it to my daily caloric intake. It tells me how much protein, carbs, and fat are in each item. So that has been allowing me to keep track of my macros as well. I actually meal prep all of my lunches and dinners for the week in one day. I will take the meat out when I'm ready to prep it, dry it with a paper towel, and then I will weigh each individual piece. I'll keep track of how much in grams, because I always weigh it in grams in order to get the calories that precise. I'll write it down on a piece of paper and then keep track of what piece of meat weighs how much. Then I just plug the numbers into MyFitnessPal and it'll tell me how many calories are in it. When I'm ready to prep the meals, I'll just throw some seasoning on them and then throw them in the oven. I'll throw some vegetables in the microwave. Once the meat is all cooked, I will put the meat and vegetables in a takeout container, and then I will actually label each individual takeout container with whether it's chicken or pork chop, whatever meat is in there, whatever vegetable is in there, how much the meat weighs, how many servings of each vegetable I'm getting in there. And then when I'm ready to eat that meal, I will plug the numbers into MyFitnessPal and it'll tell me how many calories are in that meal. This has been a great and sustainable way for me to keep track of my calories, to make sure that I'm hitting that calorie deficit that's in a good spot where I'm maintaining my energy levels and still burning fat. Another really important tip, drink plenty of water. You need to stay hydrated when you're eating in a calorie deficit, and especially when you're working out, going to the gym, and doing cardio and all of that. And don't drink your calories. A bottle of Coca-Cola that isn't diet has, I don't know, like 140 something calories, 200 calories, I don't even know. But calories are calories, and it will hinder your progress. What you can do is make healthy swaps. Instead of having that regular Coke, go with Diet Coke. Diet soda has 0 calories, so it'll be guilt-free for you to enjoy. And you can also make healthy swaps with pretty much anything. Instead of peanut butter, try going with PB2. Instead of regular ketchup and regular barbecue sauce, try going with sugar-free versions. Sugar-free versions are lower in calories and much healthier for you. Other healthy swaps you can consider are replacing canola oil with Pam cooking spray. Instead of lemonade, you can just have a glass of water and pour a sugar-free sweetener in it to give some flavor. Instead of spreading butter on a roll, try that I can't believe it's not butter calorie-free spray. Whatever food you enjoy, there's always a healthier, lower calorie alternative, so that way you don't have to deprive yourself of your favorite foods. That way you can stick to the food that you enjoy eating, and that way it'll be more sustainable for you if you're trying to lose weight and get to single-digit body fat. 2. Fitness. Now, in regards to my fitness routine, I go to the gym 5 days a week to lift. I do cardio once a week, and I take 1 day to rest. I like to work out my arms on Sunday, shoulders on Monday, my back on Tuesday, my chest and abs on Wednesday, and my legs on Thursday. And depending on how I feel, I'll either go for a run on Friday or rest on Friday. And then we got Saturday, which will, again, be either a run or rest day. If it's a beautiful day outside, I will usually go for a run outside. I usually run about 6 miles. Or if it's too cold or if the weather is crappy, then I'll go to the gym and run on a treadmill for an hour. Lifting is essential in order to make sure that you're maintaining muscle, because you don't want to lose too much muscle when you're trying to go on a diet and you're in that calorie deficit. This is the problem that I ran into last time. When you're in too great of a calorie deficit, your body starts to eat away at your muscle. muscle. It will eat away at some fat too, but you don't want to lose muscle. You want to maintain the muscle, or if you can, build muscle. I know it's hard to build muscle when you're in a calorie deficit, but just making sure that you're getting an adequate amount of protein and taking creatine supplements I find helps as well. But cardio is also essential for burning calories. That way you can be in a deficit and not have to restrict your calories too much. That's why I do cardio once a week. Now, if you're someone who is just starting out, I would not recommend that you try to go too hard on cardio. Make sure that you pick a speed that is easy for you, and when you start to feel tired, that's when you know it's time to stop. And number 3, patience. Losing weight and getting shredded is a mental exercise more than anything. I know a lot of people really are into that immediate gratification of wanting to get there now, but losing weight is a marathon, not a sprint. If you try to make it a sprint, you're not going to keep the weight off, unfortunately. If you're someone who is really big, trying to lose a ton of weight, I would recommend to try to lose about 1 to 2 pounds per week, which is easier to do because you have a lot more body fat on you to lose. But if you're someone like me who only has like a little bit of body fat that you're trying to strip off, I would recommend about trying to lose half a pound a week. That's because the slower you go, the more sustainable your new physique will be. So that's really the phase where I am at. I'm trying not to worry about looking at the scale. I've been checking my physique every few weeks or so to see if what I'm doing is really working. And based on the results that I'm seeing, I think it is working. By not stepping on this every day, it allowed me to make this whole trusting the process all that more easier, because I prefer not knowing how much weight I lost each individual day and just keeping track of how much weight I'm losing over an extended period of time. Whenever I would lose a few pounds, I would sometimes reward myself with something sweet or some candy, and then it would just hinder all my progress. Another tip I want to throw out there: don't compare yourself to other fitness influencers or other bodybuilders that you see on the internet that you may look up to. Some people's genetics just are not made to look like your favorite fitness influencer. I mean, I'm guilty of this as well. I would have a picture of a shirtless Chris Hemsworth taped to my wall, and I would look at that to try to give me inspiration to try to look like him. But I do not want to look like him. I want to look like the best version of myself, and I don't know what that's going to look like. We'll find out when I get there. But I still have a long way to go, and I know what my goals are. I am going to keep pushing until I get to a physique that I am happy with. So that's the update that I wanted to give you on my progress. I'm going to be posting some more healthy recipes on my channel, so make sure you check out my shorts section if you want to see some of those. And I'm going to make future videos diving more in depth into all the elements that I touched on regarding the nutritional, fitness, and mental aspects of what I'm trying to do here. So stay tuned for those videos. And if you are someone trying to lose weight or trying to get healthier and develop a more exercise-oriented lifestyle, I just want to say I'm proud of you, and I hope this video really helped you get your journey started. Guys, everything that I've talked about in this video, I have been putting into practice these last few months. I know I still have a long way to go, but I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I hope you guys take inspiration from this. And if you enjoy following me along this journey, then please give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you enjoy it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, have an awesome day and take care of yourself.